in my Beaver, I'm going to show you how to make a quick and easy peach cobbler. So whether you're stuck inside because it's raining, or maybe you're quarantining and can't go out and do anything, I have an easy and fast recipe that you're going to love, and use everything that is stored in my motorhome. Stay tuned. Okay, so first thing we're going to need is a baking dish, and I'm going to use this baking dish I got from QVC. It's Le Creuset, and it's ceramic. And the first thing we want to do is melt a stick of butter. So I'm going to preheat my convection oven to 350 degrees. And we're going to get a stick of butter. You know, the good thing about in a motorhome is everything's really in our reach.
Con Pao O'Malley, rattoncito le gusta danza quando studio en la escuela. Pajarita si cude botín cuando visita su abuela.
Alright, get this going. And while that is preheating, I'm going to get this bowl, which is also from QVC. This is a Terra Tesher Temptations. And we're going to start on our dry ingredients. Okay, so for our dry ingredients, we're going to need, and everything's up here in the cover, we're going to need flour, sugar. I put my flour and sugar in airtight Tupperware containers because we don't want you know, bugs to get in it or flies or anything like that. And last but not least, for this we're going to need brown sugar. So first we're going to put in the flour, and we want 1.5 cups of flour. I'm going to get a knife to make sure that my cup is level. I usually make a big mess when I'm cooking, so I gotta be pretty careful here. There's a cup, and then we want 1/2 cup. So it's a cup and a half of flour and 1.5 cups of sugar. It's important that you use, for this recipe, self-rising flour. I don't know if you can see that, but you want self-rising flour. If you use regular flour, it's going to mess it up. And something that you can also do is add a little bit of baking powder. About 1/4 teaspoon. You don't need a lot, but even if it says self-rising, it's good just to add a little bit because you just never know. So that'll be plenty. And then we're just going to whisk this up. Alright, so, sorry to turn my back on you. I'm going to pull the pan out of the oven. You don't want the butter to burn, and it's plenty melted. So we're going to set that aside. Oh, actually, it's perfect. It's right where I want it. I'm going to leave it in there. That's good. We'll leave it alone. That gives us time to do what I need to do, which is cook our peaches and make a sauce. So, set this over here out of the way. I don't need the flour. I'm going to put it out of the way. You know, you only have a limited amount of workspace in the motorhome, folks. Okay. So now I'm going to get the cooktop ready. Get a saucepan. In my saucepan, I need 1 cup of water, and the regular recipe would call for a cup of sugar. But I'm going to do a little bit less than a cup of sugar. I'm going to add brown sugar. Brown sugar is the key, is my secret ingredient to kind of make it the sauce thicker. Okay? Okay.
I probably should have used the dry ingredient first so that it wouldn't stick to the cup. Oh well.
Goodness, I'm gonna make a mess.
Now for the peaches. Now for the peaches.
Now is 1 cup of milk. So we're gonna come over here. And we want to add that cup of milk pretty slow. Rinse off what I used to stir my peaches with. I wish you guys could smell my beaver. It smells so good in my beaver. It smells good in my beaver. Alright. I'm not used to stirring with my left hand, but we want to add this kind of a little bit at a time. Alright, that's pretty well mixed up, and this is about the consistency that you want it. If it's not this consistency, just gradually add a little bit more milk. I had to add a little bit more than that cup to get it to look like that, but I had the camera paused there, so all you have to do is add just a little bit more milk. So I'm going to put the milk back. Alright, so now we are going to get the cobbler, the butter, the pan with the butter out of the convection oven. Don't mean to turn my back on you. All right. Yeah. Now what's important is when you pour the batter on your butter, the batter on the butter, you don't stir it, okay? So we're just gonna pour this on there. I like this bowl because it has a handle. That looks really good. Braden's my camera guy today. He's our special guest. How's that look, Braden?
Oh, it looks real good, Steve. It looks fantastic.
All right, let's get that out there. It's hard to do this and not be in front of the camera. Like, I'm doing it at a weird angle so that I don't block the camera view, so it's not working out like I wanted it to, but let me get all that out. And of course, when that bakes, it's gonna spread out and cover that nicely. Just act like I got the shakes there. Okay. Now, I'm going to get my spoon and I'm going to get the peaches and sprinkle them lightly and evenly over the whole cobbler, hopefully. Ideally, that's what I'm trying to do. Oh, cooking's supposed to be fun. Funny. We need these in the set. Alright, and then I'm gonna switch spoons. Hold that thought. No. I need brown sugar. And I need cinnamon. Alright, so I'm going to take a little brown sugar, kind of drizzle it over the top here. And as that bakes up, it's going to cinnamon. I like walking cinnamon. You can use, there's so many different types of cinnamon, but it seems to be a good quality. It's alright. Henry's over there, he agrees. Man, this is making my beaver smell wonderful. It really is. Alright, so now I'm going to get that convection oven set to 350. Maybe. And we're going to put that in there for 30 minutes. And what we're going to do is just take that juice that we got and drizzle that all over the top here. Alright folks, that was about 40 minutes and I'm going to pull the cobbler out. Let's take a look at it. That looks about right. I'm telling
you, I wish you guys could be here and smell my beaver. The whole beaver smells like a big juicy peach.